Hi guys, my name is Engela Makinde and welcome to my talk show, Any Talks.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright, so in our last episode, I remember mentioning that our motive for having relationships determines what we can do or the extent to which we go to actually keep these relationships. It determines how far we can go in doing the things we do to make sure that someone remains in our lives. Alright, so I once heard of a story about this lady, and she had 5 abortions for the same guy within like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, they had been dating for a while, and then she just assumed that he was going to get married to her, and then she just kept doing anything that she could just to make sure that he stayed in her life, and she was willing to do anything. Obviously, she was willing to do anything. That was why she actually had 5 abortions. 5 for the same person. So I don't know what you think about that, but I think that it is a rather thoughtless move because it just shows how little value we have for ourselves. We are willing to accept the phony version of love from anybody that is willing to give it to us just because we don't have what we want yet. So this is very common amongst the younger generation these days. Let me just say it's very common amongst us. We are very willing to do anything that anybody wants us to do as long as he continues to say I love you, or as long as she continues to tell you that she loves you. Meanwhile, you don't even bother to look at the actions of somebody that is saying he loves you or she loves you and she doesn't even act like it. Let me give you another example. So I have a friend. She still remains my friend though. I have a friend, and her boyfriend beat her up technically every week, at least once a week. It has become like a regular thing now. He beats her up at least once a week, and he gives her a large weekly allowance to cover up for this, so she's able to buy all the makeup and cover up all the bruises. And he asked her that, oh, what's wrong with you? And she said, nothing, I hit my head on the kitchen table, I fell down the stairs.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking
giving us different kinds of excuses. But I know what's wrong with her. I always tell her that it is a very unnecessary thing to do, and I feel it is also very stupid. That may sound harsh, but really think about it. Why would you allow somebody, a fellow human that is just like you, has 2 eyes, probably less, has 1 brain and probably doesn't really use it well all the time, is inflicting marks on you, and you are allowing it, and you can't open your mouth to say no? That just shows the little worth that we place on ourselves, and it's not supposed to be that way. What we don't actually understand is that no amount of love that any other person has for you, be it your family members, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, anybody, no amount of love that any other person has for you can replace the love that you're supposed to have for yourself. So if you don't love yourself enough to value yourself, you're not going to be able to present yourself well to others, and they are not going to value you when you don't even value yourself. They can see you and you don't even know what you're worth. It's just like going into a supermarket, and then you see a glass cup that is actually supposed to be very expensive, probably like $100,000, and it's being sold for $10. The owner of the supermarket doesn't know the price. He doesn't know what it's worth. That's why he's selling it at that price. And so you can't even handle something that is supposed to be very expensive, you're able to buy it, and then because you bought it for $10, even if it breaks tomorrow, it doesn't really matter to you because you got it for just $10. How and why you search also determines what you accept. For the ladies now, countless guys approach us every day. I'm going to be very honest. today yellow, tomorrow different guys approach me, and a lot of my friends and ladies generally all the time. But you can't say yes to everybody that comes your way simply because oh you need a man, or you've been single for so long, so you're just willing to accept anybody that comes your way. No,
Why?
you can't say yes to
Why?
everybody.
Why? Why?
Goodbye. As a guy, it's not every fine girl you see that you can approach and actually intend to date. There are ladies that are going to suck you dry.
I don't want you.
Going to cheat on you.
No, they buy you more from what is that black boy where they production.
And also love yourself, because that is the only way you can truly and genuinely love others and pursue a good future with them. So thank you very much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Every time that I hear someone say he watched my show or he got something from my show, I feel so glad that I'm actually reaching out to you guys and I'm actually influencing you with the little I have to offer. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your notification buttons on. If they are not on already, please turn them on so you're going to get a notification when episode 3 is out. Thank you for watching. Honestly, I'm going to keep saying this. It really means a lot to me. You may not understand, but it really does. And please, if you want to relate with me, if there's something you don't understand, if you want to pursue a conversation with me, if you have any opinions, if you have comments, anything at all that you really feel like you need to relate to me personally, feel free to send me a direct message on Instagram. You can send me a direct message on Twitter. You can call the number that's on Instagram. You can also send me a mail at contactanytalks@gmail.com. And please don't forget to also follow and like all our posts. Please follow us on all social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and of course Facebook at Anytalks. Yes, ENNYTALKS, Anytalks. So once again, thank you for watching. Keep growing in the direction that God wants you to. I honestly love you. Thank you again.